A study conducted in 2018 in a leading institute of Chandigarh, that is in PGI, concluded that 30% of the doctors were depressed, whereas 17% had thought of ending their lives. Again, in 2018, an MD radiotherapy student in Jipmer conducted suicide by administering a lethal drug injection in his hostel room. And so many more such cases we hear of every year. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Urvashi Pachhel and I am a MD pathologist at Government Medical College, Nagpur. Welcome to my channel. Today I am here to give you some tips on how to survive PG residency based on my experience. So stay tuned till the complete end. Before beginning with the tips, the first and the foremost thing that I would like to tell you is that choose your branches wisely. To every MBBS student out there, you need to choose a PG branch according to you and not according to the others. Not just based on the ranks, but also based on what are your personal preferences and not what are the society's preferences. The branch that you choose is not just going to decide the career that you have in your future, but it is also going to take a great toll on your mental health. Before taking any branch, make sure you know what exactly do you want in life. And in life, I not just mean by monetization, but I also mean that how do you look at yourself in 50 years of your life. The key point here is that you should be passionate enough to surrender every other thing for this branch. Choosing heavy clinical branches may not only be exhausting for your residency, but it is exhausting for your future life also. A very general thing that I have been noticing is, and I would like to share this with you, is that nowadays the society has setting up a trend that the rank holders are supposed to take medicine, radiology, general surgery, orthopedics, like the list goes on according to the society. But in this, are you actually fitting into this list? Is this list really comfortable to you? You have to answer this question to yourself. Before taking the branches based on the society's topmost list, make sure what is your own comfort list. Nobody gets to decide the list that you are going to fill for your PG preferences. This PG preferences should be personally based on the basis of your health, on the basis of your family, on the basis of the responsibilities that you are going to take in future. This list or taking a specific institute matters for the rest of your life is a total myth. Even if you are into a smaller institute, even if you are into a PG institute which is at the periphery, it does not at all mean that your future is not bright. Even a resident getting a PG in the topmost institute of the nation can screw his PG and his career. It totally depends on himself and it is subjective. You can still excel at your best if you are in a peripheral institute, provided you develop that particular kind of a skill set by working with full concentration, by working with full heart. So it does not matter at all to which institute you are getting a PG at. So let's burst this myth, guys. Your PG residency institute, your PG residency branch should completely depend on the list that you have made based on what is comfortable and what is best for yourself, and not on the list or the norms of the society. And here nobody is going to judge you. Keep that in mind. Here I would like to give you a very good example which you all definitely know of is my brother Urvashi Pachhel, who secured a very good rank in his NEET UG. Still he preferred taking GMC Nagpur over all other institutes. At that time everyone suggested us that he should be taking some optimum institute, some topmost institute like AIMS, or he should go out take KEM of Mumbai, but instead he stayed back in Nagpur and you all know where he is today. So this very example is a proof that which institute you take for your UG or for your PG does not define your success or the level at the career which you will be reaching in your future. So it completely depends on your personal choices. Always prefer an institute and a branch which you are comfortable with, and nobody there is going to judge you, because after 10 years you will never be asked from which institute you have done your PG. All that matters is what skill you have developed and how you are treating your patients. That is the final thing that everyone is going to see. So please take this into consideration and break all the norms, and please take this mindset out of yourself. Please let's break the stereotype and go on to follow what is best for us. Almost all the PG residents, may it be from clinical, from paraclinical or non-clinical branches, are sleep deprived, overburdened and are depressed somewhat. Why is this happening? This is happening because they are under immense stress, and this stress is due to the extreme physical exhaustion, the financial burdens and the lesser paid residents that we are facing today. Working in a toxic environment and being overburdened is being glorified today, and this has become the new normal of medical faculty. But what about the end result? The end results are nothing but depression and even suicide that we see amongst these young residents who have worked so hard to get this PG seat. Ultimately, in their first years or second years, they end up committing suicide. Imagine what their parents are feeling. Imagine what their families are feeling at this point, that this kid who used to study every now and then, who was a topper in all his life, has now just ended his life just because he couldn't manage the mental and the work stress that he was going through in his PG residency. So my friends, here I am today telling you some tips on how you have to balance your PG residency based on my experiences. Please watch this video till end. This video is not just for the medical students but for all the students. Stay tuned till the end. What is stress, my friends? Stress is a change that causes mental, physical and psychological strain to you. And this particularly occurs when you enter your PG residency in your first years. It is a new environment, a new college, new fellow mates, new teachers, a completely different environment for what you were in your MBBS lives. At this point of time, you are burdened with extreme responsibilities to take care of the patients as well as of the academics. This brings an extreme exhaustion in the mental health of that candidate, and this ultimately leads to the extreme level of stress which finally lands up into depression. Adjustment disorders is faced by almost all the residents during the initial 6 months of their residency. Almost every resident goes through this phase of leaving the residency, and always he has this regret that why he chose this branch, why he even chose medical faculty as sure. Imagine the topmost student saying this thing, that why he had chosen medical faculty over any other branches. Why? Because he has this adjustment disorder in a new place. How do you deal with this adjustment disorder? The first tip here is that please vent out your emotions. Venting out means emptying up your emotions to anybody, to your loved ones, to your parents, to your family, to your friends, to your partner, anybody. This could be anybody. Just say what you are going through. Keeping this inside will not only hamper your mental health but also it will show on the quality of work that you do. During the first years of residency, usually we are just cut off from all the MBBS friends. We have very less time to speak to our parents, and this is the high time that we are in need of them. So vent out your emotions, make your good friends and your colleagues, make a group and share your feelings with them, share your emotions with them. Do not keep what you are feeling to yourself. People are there to help you, people are there to listen to you. And that is very important part of adjustment disorder, that you vent things out. Do not keep it inside. Immediately after you have vented it out, you will feel very calm, you will be relaxed, and 50% of your problem is solved there and then. My second point comes from my very first point, that is stay in touch with your loved ones, stay in touch with your family. So here I know for clinical branches, especially like gynec, general surgery, orthopedics, I know it is very difficult for you to even call your parents for 5 minutes, but guys, you know, you can find 5 minutes in your most hectic of the schedules. Why? Because this 5 minutes are very important to calm you down, to cool you down, to motivate you. Talking with loved ones for 5 minutes can change your entire mood, your entire mindset, and it will give you energy. It will boost you to work even more better, because these are the people ultimately for whom you are working this hard for. Stay in touch with your family, be connected with your friends. This is very important. The third point that I would like to tell you is that maintain a work-personal life balance. What do you mean by this? Your work does not have to be tough. Your work does not have to be rough. Work can be your companion, it can be your friend, it can be very creative if you think in that way. Ultimately, you have chosen this branch with your topmost rank. So always in the back of your mind, keep this thing that here is the place that I should be right now. And for that, you need to be very positive with this particular branch. In your spare times, always have this personal life, always stay connected with your friends that I have told you, and maintain a very good work and a life equilibrium. Do not come home home and be frustrated. Do not come home and keep on thinking with what has happened with you in the work. Leave that workplace the moment you step out of the hospital. Just keep yourself calm, relaxed, and enjoy that family time. Enjoy that time with friends. Enjoy that guilt-free time and refresh, regenerate, and get back again with full energy the next day. The fourth point that I wish to tell you is exercise, guys. Exercise, and exercise not just for your physical health but also for your mental health. Now you will say that I am into a very hectic clinical branch. How can I exercise? I don't have even half an hour to sleep in the afternoons. How am I going to find time to exercise? Look at ortho people, guys. Everywhere, every institute that I have visited, every ortho PG is into gymming. What they talk is how much bench press they have done today, how much push-ups they have done today, how many squats they have done today. See, they are so motivated for exercise, and this increases your endorphin levels, and this will give you happiness. If you exercise, this is my personal experience that in my PG ship, I was a very routine and a regular exerciser. I used to exercise almost for 45 minutes for at least 5 times a week. I used to skip my workout sessions only when I have some other work during that time, which is extremely important and I cannot postpone it. But exercising kept me calm. I used to visit the gym if possible, and if not, I used to work. I used to work out at my home. I just used to play some YouTube dancing videos, and I used to dance my heart out for half an hour or 45 minutes, and I felt so happy, so energized, so positive after that. So exercising not just gives you a good body and a good physique, but also it is very useful for your mental health, and it is going to refresh you. That is why I always say that exercise not just for your physical health but also for your mental health. Number 5 is that find time for self-care. What is self-care? Self-care is something which brings you peace, which brings you calm, something which you have left years ago and you don't have time for it now. Like reading some extra academic book, or like watching that small short movie which has been pending since months, which you had always wished to watch, or just talking with that childhood friend for 10 minutes and just feeling so good after that, or just catching up with your loved ones, or just having a chit chat with your mom, or just going around walk in the garden, or just spending time with yourself, and that is a form of self-care, guys. So find time for self-care. Self-care is extremely important. Here I would like to state a quote is that we charge our phones every day, don't we, for its efficient working. So why don't we charge ourselves? And charging ourselves is nothing but giving ourselves self-care. Point number 6 is that boost your self-confidence. Now in PG ships, there are your seniors who may just scold you all the time. There are teachers who may demotivate you. There are so many people around you who think that you are not efficient enough to stay in this branch. So one thing here is that I would like to tell you, don't let anybody define your success. Don't let anybody demotivate you. Ultimately, your motivation should be you yourself. Even if so many people are pulling you down, don't focus on them. Focus on that one person who had faith in you, who had confidence in you, and find the light even in the darkest of your phases. That is going to boost your self-confidence. Always think of your parents. They are the people who have always motivated you. They were so sure that this guy is the best one. This guy is going to get here in life. This guy was the topper in his academics. They always believed in you. So you always think about them. So you think about these good friends who are so proud of you that you are here, you have achieved this thing, and that will boost your self-confidence. Surround yourself with positive minds, surround yourself with good vibes, and that ultimately will boost you. Number 7, practice mindfulness and also yoga. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is something that you are aware of a certain condition around you, and that is going to help you to deal with it. Okay, so you are going to heal by knowing what is happening around you. Practice yoga like meditation, practice small breathing exercises. These have shown so good results on managing stress amongst everybody. Number 8, extremely important for my dear friends who had recently gone on a strike, and because of that the entire hospital came down. Make a budget. A budget is extremely important, especially when you are underpaid in a country like India, in spite of working so hard in the medical faculty. A small amount of stipend and everything else that is bothering you, for that you need to make a very good budget of your expenses. By budget, I mean you should know how much you are spending, how much your income is, how much your savings should be, and what are your future assets going to be. So I know there are people, there are residents who had a family, who had kids. I myself had a family, I had a husband, I had kids, I had to take care of everybody, I had to manage my finances. So you should know that how to take care of your finances. This will be helpful not just now, but it will make a very good habit for your future also. Start your savings right in your PG life so you can get that habit for your futures also. Make your investments, learn about investments, know about everything else going on. Medical faculties are very poor in investments. They have very little knowledge on this investment sector. So you should know, learn every day, learn new things, watch YouTube videos, join some small classes where they teach about these stock markets and all these things. So ultimately what I mean to say is that manage your expenses well, so that you don't land up into financial stress later on. Number 9, seeking help. Seek help. Seeking help does not at all make you a failure. You have guides and mentors allotted to you in your PG life, and if not, please convey these things to your HOD or to your department to allot a mentor for you to whom you can reach out if you are in stress or something bad has happened with you in your residency, may it be with the patient, may it be with your seniors or with your colleagues, with anybody else, and these mentors are there to help you. I think I would like to say this, that every institute should have a personal counselor allotted or appointed for all the PGs who from time to time has counseling sessions with the PGs, who asks if there are any issues going on with them. And in this way we can not just screen for the mental health disorders that we are encountering among all the PG residents. We can also treat them as early as possible before landing into a depression or a suicidal state. Number 10 is that celebrate your small successes and wins. This is very, very, very important. What I mean by small wins is that, for example, an anesthesia person giving your first spinal, giving your first general anesthesia, giving your first block. For a person like me of a pathology branch, doing my first FNAC successfully, doing my first autopsy successfully, doing a first big grossing specimen successfully, or just cracking a difficult slide successfully. Such small successes need celebration, and these celebrations will make you happy, will make you positive, will give you a very brighter outlook towards your environment. So celebrate these small successes with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, and you will be much more happier. Ultimately, guys, don't take stress. You know, all these things are just temporary in life. They have a small lifespan, and this phase is also going to pass at the end. Okay, I would like to say you one thing is, ask yourself this question: why am I here? Because somewhere else, some other person with same ambitions, same dreams and same goals did not get any of this. You got this because you have done something right. So always be grateful for what you are and what you have. Have a positive mindset towards your residency, and that is how ultimately you are going to survive it. This is a phase of your life, and this too shall pass, and you will be a winner ultimately in your life. That was all about today's video, guys. Please like, share and comment on this video. Let me know on what type of content would you like to see on my channel, and I will surely bring that up in my next videos. I would like you to know that I have an Instagram handle also, there you can follow me and stay more tuned for the updates. That is it. Thank you so much.